Just arrived at Field and Supply at Hutton Brickyards in Kingston, New York. Here we go. We're here at Field and Supply, billed as a modern maker's craft fair, to take a look at artisan furniture. This is a 3-day event showcasing handcrafted furniture along with a growing representation of home accessories, clothing, food, and gifts. It's held at Hutton Brickyard in Kingston, New York, a former brick manufacturer that supplied New York City with brick for over 100 years. You can still see large stacks of bricks in the old kiln buildings and in brick gabions that line the paths. I'm going to highlight a few of the things I saw during my whirlwind few hours there. One thing to note is that it feels like Brooklyn in the country. Both attendees and vendors are mostly from New York City or the Hudson region, but not all. Which means, of course, there were lots of great dog and fashion sightings. First up is Michael Robbins, a New York furniture designer that has a strong sense of proportion and detail. Think glam shaker, but in the best way. Loving this stone-topped coffee table and his hardware. He effortlessly mixes materials in pieces like this brass, wood, and upholstered daybed. And this take on a shaker peg rail is begging to be put in an entry hall for all those fall jackets. Next up is a longtime favorite of mine, Sawkill, a Kingston-based husband and wife team who draw on a deep knowledge of historical methods to create timeless pieces that feel fresh. Case in point is this amazing metal and mother-of-pearl inlaid table. One thing there was no shortage of here was stools. These I liked, however, as they and the rest of the furniture by Andrew Finnigan had nicely proportioned turned legs and feet. Another Hudson Valley furniture maker, his wood-turning skills are evident in most all of his pieces. Note that you can customize finish and sizes of most everything you see here, even if not advertised, like this nice display of finish options. There were some nice material examples in the Heide Martin booth, a Maine-based furniture maker that does some really nice woven details, like this peg rail hung cabinet. AWN, short for Accordance with Nature, is a personal favorite for the intricate, sometimes idiosyncratic details. I really want one of these shelves. Let's take a break for a second from furniture and take a look at a few of the other vendors that caught my eye. The company Found My Animal had baby goats, so of course I had to stop. Turns out a percentage of sales from their handmade pet leashes support animal welfare initiatives and promote adoption over purchase practices. This is Tantuvi, which is Sanskrit for weaver, and it's a collection of colorful abstract rugs designed in New York and woven in India via a co-op whose goal is to train more women in the art of weaving, giving them an income that will increase their stability and independence in what is largely still a male-dominated world there. I love the mission and the strong compositions of the rugs. I had to show a ceramics booth, and this artist, Raina Lee, was refreshingly out of place among the muted earth tones of a lot of the other booths. She makes her own highly textured glazes, like this one named Creamsicle, and her dreamy LA treehouse showroom was just featured in the New York Times. Check it out! Okay, now back to furniture. Zerlenga had a beautiful, yet unmanned booth. The best was this credenza made from one of my all-time favorite woods, Spalded Maple, which is actually any type of maple that has been allowed to begin to decay, then dried to stop further decay. The results are these beautiful black lines in the grain. To me, it looks like a drawing of wood overlaid with the actual wood. You see it in turned bowls a lot, but this is a gorgeous example of how it can elevate furniture too. Peg Woodworking was a favorite. Her mix of metal in bright, powder-coated colors, woven seats, and curved wood forms really stood out. Based in New York City, she has sculpture background that shows in the material experimentation and strong lines. Last but not least is JackRabbit Studio, whose chunky sculptural chairs were almost good enough to eat. Miller, the owner, said he made these for this weekend, and I'm really hoping to see more work like this from him in the future. Well, that's it for me here at Field and Supply. The artisans featured here all make their own products in the US, many using local materials and running small businesses with employees. This event has been a great way to get to know some of them a little better. We love incorporating furniture in our projects crafted by makers like these. They bring a unique perspective to their work and create finished pieces that are true heirlooms.